now that I got that all figured out, I'm gonna go ahead and color on this. Where are my markers? I did this before, the same painting and drawing, but I'm doing it again because it's relaxing and fun. And actually, I'm not gonna need my paint probably. I'll leave it sitting there anyhow, just in case I end up wanting it. And here's all of my jillions of markers of every kind, but mostly it's these. Okay, so now I've got all of those, and I have these, oops, come here, all of these things. I might possibly want this gel pen, but I don't need it right now, so I'll leave that out. And I got myself some new micron pens. Where the heck did I put them? Because these were, oh, I know where they are. They're, I've had them for a while and they're kind of drying out. So these, and I'll probably need these. Oh, and this one. There, another blending pen. That's good. Now when I figure out which one of those is dried out, I'll open my new pack. It can live there for the moment. So, let's see. First I have to calm down from all that figuring out how to live stream again, because it's been a little while. But that's done. So now I just need to decide what I want to put on here. What's going to live in this world where this little bird is. And that's where the relaxing comes in, and playing with all my art supplies. Oh, I heard thunder outside. I sort of hope it rains. My plants need it, and all my flowers. There. Okay, if I get these all right where I can grab them easily, then the instant I think of what I want to put on there, I can get the pen in my hand and do it. Except for these containers don't like to stay open. That works. Very good. And I'll get some greens and yellows available. There, that's cool. Can't forget the pinks. Might need some purple. I already did this is left over from a class that I did, and we didn't mainly I was showing them how to do this and not really attempting to finish. So this one is not finished, but that's good because now it gives me something to sit here and doodle on right now and make it pretty. So I think it needs more flowers. And this pen that I'm using, this is waterproof. I have this one that's waterproof, and all of these other micron pens, they're not waterproof. Get those out of the way. These are not waterproof. They have a bunch of different sizes, and I've actually got a sepia colored one. Sepia, however you say that. And I like them because I can blend them around. I can add water and smear the ink. This right over here is actually some blending of this pen right here, which is just a permanent marker. But anyway, I'm going to start with this waterproof one and put some more flowers in. And let's put, I'm gonna put some big exotic looking something here. Kind of like a clematis. And I'm just making it up as I go. I don't really have one in front of me, don't remember what they actually look like, so I can just make it up. But it definitely needs some color. So now that I got that base on there, oops, let's get a leaf on it too. There. I'll probably put more, but that's a good start. Now I could put paint on there, or I could do this with markers. Either one will work. And with the blending pens, let me just do something here. I'll just put some color right in here. And then spread that out with the blending pen. So it's possible to do that with markers, but also if I'm going to spread it all out like that and make a background, it's just as easy or easier. Where's the small brush? No, I'll use this one. It's easier to do that with the watercolor paint. You can see I can get actually a very similar color while I'm at it. Let's see, let's put a little of that out there. Darken it down just a little. Fade that out and not have it just stop abruptly. That's good. Now the only thing is when it's wet I have to not put any markers in there, because the moisture of the paper getting on the marker, sometimes it wrecks them and the marker won't work anymore, so gotta watch for that. Spread that out so I don't get a harsh line there. Now, let's put this color in here a little bit. It's pinker than I was thinking it would be. Let's see if this one's more. Yeah. That's what I wanted. A little bit white here and there, and then I'm gonna, let's see here, I want to touch in some blue, but which blue? That is the question. That's pretty good. And then once again blend that a little bit. Just softening the edges up, letting the colors blend or mix together. And where's my paper towel? You have to keep a paper towel handy to clean the excess paint off the tip of the blending pen so you don't end up with everything all one color. I gotta remember to keep looking at the chat to see if there's anyone asking any questions. So far nobody is. Hope that doesn't mean nobody's there. But I'm having fun drawing and making a pretty picture even if I am on my own here. There. Now let's get some more pink. I'm gonna go for a different pink though. And I'm gonna not have any space to work if I keep leaving everything in a heap out here. Yeah, that's bright. Shows it nice. Maybe that is the one I wanted. Yep. Use these so much that their tips get kind of too mushy, too soft, and then they don't have the sharpness in them that I'm looking for. I'm going to pick up a little of that color and move it right over here, just like that. So instead of wiping that color off on the paper towel, I just transferred it to a different spot on the picture. And I think some yellow, a little bit, although this may be too bright. Nope, just right. Oh, that would be good to have a little yellow right there. Yeah, just a little bit. And I think I'm touching some yellow right there. Yeah, that'll be good. Bring that edge out better. That's good. Then I want to go ahead and put the color on the leaves. And now I have to decide, do I want to do that with paint or with the markers? And I can really get either one of them looking good there. And I wonder, can I get also a close-up? Or does this not work while I'm not over there? I guess it doesn't work while I'm not over in this side. It's there. Oh, I just didn't wait. I was too much in a hurry. So if I give it a minute to catch up, I was thinking it was a little bit more immediate than that. So sorry about that. But there, maybe you could see it better. Now back to the decision of the leaf color. I think I want to put sort of kind of bluish leaves on, and I don't have the right color marker for that. So let me see what I can do with the paint. And I need a smaller paintbrush, which is in here. So then let me mix up some nice color. I actually like this color that I had, the green with the indigo in it, so I guess I'll put a little more indigo in there. See what I can get. That seems like a good color. Let's see what it looks like. Need some darker. Ooh, way too dark. I've got the thing turned off so you can't see my palette, my paint palette right at the moment, but I just put way too much indigo in my paint puddle. So now I've got to start a new one. And it's not just indigo and yellow. I've got some other, I think I put some of that Mayan blue, which is, or Maya blue. It's similar to phthalo turquoise or transparent turquoise, either one of those. Not quite right. Gotta add in some other something. But that's just because I'm picky about the colors. You might not be nearly as picky, and you wouldn't take as long to get your paint back in there either. Now I got a little bit of a hard edge, but I'll just cover over all of it. Have to make do with that. And then just touch in a bit of extra indigo right there. I think I like it. Do this one on this side. Put the indigo over here. Now, I'm not putting that in there really dark because I just don't want this one dark. But I could really put some dark color in there. I like it like that though. Okay, that's good. Now back to the markers. I'm going to put a little bit of light green right in here. And because I can, I'm going to use my paintbrush to spread that out instead of the blending stick because it'll work very similar. And then loosen that way up with just clear water at the edge because again I don't want it to just have an abrupt change. Put a little of this paint right in there. There, I think I like that corner, how that's turning out so far. Now what else can I put on here? I think we need some more berries. And actually, I'm going to put the paint first and then draw around them. And those, I think, started out being little dots like that where I spilled something on there, and I just decided to spread it out and turn it into a berry, so I'll do that with that one. Gotta be careful there, I'm making the paper pill. Okay, then let's drop a little bit of magenta dots on here in a few places, and I'll turn those into berries. I want to put a little bit different color in there so all my berries are not exactly the same color, and I get some little bit of variation going on. It makes it prettier. If I leave those as wet as that, they're going to dry with hard edges. It'll have a different look. I guess I might let a couple of them do that just because. Put some darker ones, some little tiny dark ones right up here. That'll be pretty. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit of violet into that color. What I had was just some Scarlet Lake. Pretty strong on the brush. There's another good one in that color. And I'm starting to think that I don't like that. But rather than wash it all out there, I'm just going to spray it with water. And it'll, oops, it really went away. I don't guess I meant for it to quite go that much away, but it did. Now where can I put some little tiny dots? Let's try them in dark violet. Ooh, big dot. That looks kind of nice. I forgot my paper was all that wet, but that looks pretty how that turned out. Now I want some of that down here, but I don't want to smear those. Let's see, what could I do? do I want him to hang behind or in front of that branch? I think I'm going to put it behind. And behind this flower. And that means I'm going to do the rest with the markers. So let's go with this one. Make sure I don't have the sepia. Nope, I don't. Okay. Send those off over there like that. That looks good. Which way does that one want to go? Let's see. There, I want to have one right there too. Because I'm going to have them coming down from up above and look really full, like they're all just hanging down there, swinging in the breeze and enjoying life. That's looking pretty good. I need one right here, and it needs to be really bright colored. Let's see. I wonder if this color will do it. First, can I pick up some of this paint back out of there? Just lift a little of that out so my bright red color has a better chance to show up. That's good. Nice and bright right there. Now I want to keep on figuring out what I want where. like how that turned out, so I'm going to blot it a little bit and see if it's too late, but I can fix it with one of these blending markers, blending pens. This one is really heavily used already. It's it's sucked up a lot of ink. It's gotten all soft, but I can use it to kind of move that cauliflower or paint bloom around a little bit. Just redistribute that color on my paper a little bit more like I want it. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and pick up, while this paint is still wet, I'm going to pick some of that up and put it right there. Just get a little bit of a ghost of a shape happening right back in there. Don't want to touch anywhere that the paper is still got really wet paint on it. Now, I've got a dark purple marker that I can use to just put a little dark color back in there in a couple of spots. Looks pretty nice. Maybe one more little bit of color right there. Good to go. Then I had originally had a leaf in there, and I've messed it all up with my work that I've done now, so let me just put this leaf back in and give it some more shape. Oops, darker than I wanted. Let that fix that easily enough. Now I do think it would look nice with the bright yellow. A little bit of something. And then I'm going to put some background in a little bit. I think I got something on this marker at some point, but for the moment it's kind of actually helping make this look pretty cool. There's all these extra viney bits hanging down. Going to put some little berryish looking things on them in some of the places. Because that looks cool. Kind of jumping around up in that corner because it's warped up a little bit from the water. That's pretty good. That makes me think I need another leaf, a darker one down in here, but I'm not sure exactly what yet, so well, actually I can almost just see it. Let's try something with this marker. And a little bit of blue like in here, darken it up a little. Then have at it with the blending marker. Blending pen. I don't want to obliterate all of the little nuances of color, but I would like to kind of soften those edges. That one's not doing it. Not going to get it too good either. Let's try for that. Yeah. That's not bad. Didn't exactly come out like I thought it would, but that's part of the fun of the messing around with the doodling without a plan. You just kind of end up creating something pretty as you go. I don't know if I pressed the right button, so I gotta wait for a second. Looks like I didn't, so there we go. Okay. I think that side of this side is looking really good. I like it. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of blue back in here because there might be a little bit of an indication of some sky. And I'm going to do that with this marker right here. My sky might be peeking out around that. And coming right down here, going right back up. So that's enough color there, and then I'm going to take a marker, one of these blending pens that isn't full of a bunch of dark color, and just spread that around. This pen is dry. That one's working better. Well, I say it is. Look at that, it's not. Okay, when all else fails, get the wet paintbrush and shift it around with the wet paintbrush. The only problem with this is it really lightens the color sometimes and makes too much of it go away. So I may have to put some more color back on. But that is at least moving it around and spreading it out. I'm going to use more water at the edges just to make sure I get a nice soft, want the color to fade out over that way. And just very gradually go into that other color. So I'm going to do that right there too. A little tiny bit under the beak. That looks nice. It's a little pop of color, and it flows really nice right into this over here, which I've just got the dark gray stuff where I only used the blending marker on the permanent marker, and I didn't add any color here, well, with the exception of those couple of leaves. So mostly this is just the grays and blue grays, and right in here too from smearing the black ink from the black micron pens and the black permanent marker. So this is color, and it goes into just gray there. I like that transition. Might go ahead and keep it more of the black on this side, and just here's this pop of color over here, because really I don't want quite this much. Now that I'm stopping to look at it, I got more color here than I wanted it, because I wanted the bird to be the main focus. And I already messed that up, but I can bring it back into being just by let's see here, I want to put a few of these. Let me get the right pen. This one, it's the 08. I want to put a few of these lines that that I drew coming down here, these viney things. I'm going to put some of them with the black pen, like I did with the darker yellowish green pen. So I'm going to put some of these coming down. And then what I can do is go back in and smear them a little bit with the blending pen and get some color, some darker color in here, back to the gray, and not so much bright bright color that's detracting from the color on my robin. Connect some of those berries again. And circle some of these because it just looks good, and I'm going to have one right there because it needed it. And I'm going to put one right there. Another one right there. Okay, I like that. And then just doing a couple more of those to give me something else to work with the blending pen. And I'll just get some of that color out of there. Smear it right around there. Just to put some more dark color around behind these vines and things, and behind the bird on this side. But I don't want to get it inside those little berries. I want them to stay white so they show up. Oops. Got into the yellow there, but that's okay. I'll just use it to fill in a little bit. Oop, way too much. Go. And I'm afraid that that's going to have to be it for today because I'm out of time. But that is a good start on that and shows you how I do it, and how also that it just doesn't need to all be finished in one sitting. So I can let that kind of gel and give me some ideas of what I want to do. And I'm just going to do a little bit more here and here, I think. Maybe something here, because I want to leave that open right through there and right down through there and a little bit through here. So, so I have a little openness there that kind of works with this right here, and I think it's coming out really good. So I'm going to end this for today, and see you next time.